Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you all. I'm Aspie. I'm all about creating mental health and also sharing my life stories with Asperger's syndrome, OCD and the like. And if you're wanting to join me on my bandwagon, feel free to basically subscribe to my channel below on the right hand corner. And if you do decide to, turn on the notification bell if you want to join me on this, as well as many other hopefully bits and pieces in between. Also, smash the like button if you're liking some of these as well, because as I said, feedback is important to me, be it smashing the like or just giving me a quick hello Aspie, you know, let me know where I'm at with you guys so that we can get to grips of what's going on and whatnot. So as you know, while I'm being away, I've been just contemplating about certain topics because obviously some of them are real close to my heart, especially for me trying to be the autistic advocate for people like me on the spectrum, and many people tend to challenge me every day now and again based on what I know about autism, based on my life experiences, even though just as a key reminder, as always, basically to remember that all the time that there will be bound to be someone different in these disorders of the spectrum of autism, Asperger's syndrome and that. Not everyone's the same, so if you see someone different, you know, just to bear in mind that, you know, how you approach them is important and how you speak to them, because obviously after all we're still human like everybody else. They're still human regardless of the everyday conditions and struggles we go through. So enough of the jibber jabber. I'm going to bring out now to you another maybe mental health / motivational video, either or. So this one's going to be about how to have a positive self-body image, and this is based on some of the tips and advice as well as my knowledge and know-how from what I've done based on my research, as well as based on my health studies I used to do a long time ago, which I'm hoping to basically bring into practice. And this can be a little reminder for me as well as for all of us, male and female, because obviously males as well do struggle with self-body positive image, which I'm hoping to share more hopefully on the male spectrum side of things, hopefully at a later date, so that you guys can follow through. I know that many people may find it weird with me, Aspie, you know, bringing out some male health and stuff, but it needs to be addressed, and I'm hoping that this will be the right channel for it, because as I said, I'm varying it up with some bits and pieces regardless, male, female, whatever else, as I said. So as we know, it's easy to compare to others regardless what they look like, how they, you know, speak, talk and act, right? Especially for us, majority of us females, because 9 times out of 10 we tend to have that self-infliction about these messages on the bulletin board that we should be the next best hero, the next best supermodel, this is how we should talk, act and think. But in all honesty, beauty comes from all shapes and sizes regardless, you know, and I believe that we should remove that stigma and stereotyping regardless of it all. This is just how I see it. And in saying this though, I feel close to my heart that, you know, despite the comparisons we do and all these hidden messages, that it's sending out the wrong messages, especially for younger ones now, because I've seen some younger girls now struggling to think for themselves about who and what they are as a person as a whole, because of all these messages from social media and everywhere else that's in between. I believe we shouldn't be acting a certain way, talking a certain way, and that if people can't accept us for us, then that's their problem, because at the end of the day, this is who we are and what we are as a person as a whole front. I believe that we should be standing out to be different, to be bold, and actually, you know, do everything that we want to do for ourselves regardless of what people may think. We got to remember that everybody's ideals and outlooks on the looks and everything else is based on everybody's perspectives or how they've been brought up to a way of, oh, this is how it's supposed to be and stuff. As I said, beauty is different differentiations for everybody regardless what it may be, and I feel strongly that it needs to be addressed. On the other hand, there are other ladies that we may see walking down the street here, say looking their best, they've got everything intact, they look cool, calm, collected, you know, they're fit, they're healthy, they're strong, they're tanned, whatever ideal that we want to put upon ourselves how we look like. But in all honesty, we need to ask ourselves, how did they get there to be that perfect model, and that we are all imperfect basically. We all have our flaws, we all have our imperfections and whatnot, and we should just embrace them regardless what it may be. We also need to look upon ourselves based on our self-worth. You know, how do we look at ourselves is really important here. You know, we should be able to feel confident in our own skin, be it wherever it may be. We need to love ourselves before others, put ourselves first before others. I know some people may think that sounds a bit selfish of some of us, just putting ourselves first when we're trying to, you know, maybe self-reflect on ourselves or what have you, that we need to work upon ourselves. It's not selfish at all, I believe, because I'm learning now, even though many people been wondering, you know, what Aspie's been up to or whatever, I'm doing my best just to do my own part, even though, yes, I'm struggling as is with some of my weaknesses, but I'm trying to focus them and hopefully move on forward. In some ways, we need to motivate ourselves in saying this by changing our thought pattern and how we see ourselves, as well as just motivating ourselves by changing our thoughts that are the negatives to the positives. So you may be questioning, what is body image? Okay, this is based on our own personal thoughts and perceptions and feelings about the way our body looks to us. It's how we feel about our body. Do we feel happy in our own skin? Do we feel happy the way we look? Are we at peace to how we look? Do we have to, like the question I want to throw at each and one of us, do we have to try and dress to impress regardless? Because at the end of the day, I've struggled this for a long period of time. Pretty much that, yeah, okay, people think, yes, I'm hot, sexy and stuff, and I should be flaunting it at a young age as I am, even though many people, I notice, I'm not wanting to be rude or crude, I've noticed in the everyday fashion now for young girls, it's getting more outcry of, you know, dragging out the wrong attention, you know, and all that to the guys and everything else, even though, yes, the world is changing of how, you know, things are. And I feel in my heart that with all these wolf whistles and cat calls and whatever else from guys, it's disgusting. I believe that we all seem to compare and dream to and wish to be looking like the next best supermodel. Who doesn't? I'm guilty as charged. I'm one of them. And yet sometimes we think other people are judging us based on our appearance, how we speak, talk and act. Yet sometimes it's not always that. Yet they can if they want to, as they don't know us at all. That's their choice, and we've got choices of free will on how we're going to react to that sort of perception on that front. I believe that, you know, every action causes a reaction. The law of physics, if you know what I mean here, guys, and that in saying this, that there are always a dire consequence along the way of whatever it may be. Poor body image, however, comes from the negative thoughts and feelings about how we feel about ourselves are based on our everyday appearances. This plays a major factor in the self-esteem of ours, and self-esteem is like how we relate to how we like ourselves as a person based on our self-worth, body image and everything else, how we feel about ourselves. How we recognize or appreciate our individual character, qualities and skills. People with low self-esteem, however, may not always feel confident. Why is good self-esteem important? To me, these are the key notes. It will bring it out that they will find it easy to deal with, basically, for the mistakes that they've made, so therefore they'll just cruise on and, you know, readjust to themselves and actually think, okay, this is a mistake, now I'm going to rectify it. They'll have that right attitude towards themselves, basically, in regards to when they make a mistake. Another one is, for this, is they have good relationships with everybody, regardless if it's their family, friends, co-workers and whoever else. You know, yeah, obviously, if we have a positive, you know, self-esteem or good self-esteem based on ourselves, keeps us to have a positive outlook on life regardless. Yeah, there will always be a bad time for us, but it's up to us how we're going to go about with these bad times, regardless if we're going through a transitional stage of change in our life, regardless if we're transitioning from trying to find a new job, if we've been let go of or what have you. You know, good self-esteem is, for tips how to do this, is courage to try. It gives us the courage to try new things, power to believe in ourselves regardless of how we and what we feel throughout our day, confidence in making the everyday healthy choices. Just a key thing to remember though, treating ourselves with respect and realizing that every part of us is worth caring about and protecting ourselves. Building good self-esteem, however, can take a long time and isn't always easy. Believe you me, it's a traditional thing. It will be seasons after seasons and seasons that we need to shake off certain things and remove things. But knowing you can improve and work on ourselves of the self-esteem is the very first step. You may be thinking, what can you do to improve self-esteem? There's a lot of things. Yes, you may feel frustrated, annoyed, want to cry out, you want to upset to talk to them, whatever. Maybe a few tips here from the friendly Aspie is 1, try to go for a run or a walk. 2, listen to some sort of music that you like. 3, try out a new activity that you haven't done before. Or 4, and saying this, that goes with number 3, take a leap of faith and actually, do something out of the ordinary of your day that you haven't done before. 5 is maybe do something that is your faith for activity, that you want to do with someone that you enjoy being with, that bring out the best of you. 6 is basically self-affirmations, saying that, I am beautiful, I am intelligent, I am this, express how you feel to others that you trust around you also. Remember, you're not alone in this if you do feel down and out about your self-worth. What are some ways to keep a positive attitude is the next question you may be asking. This can come by defining an identity for ourselves that's not based on the looks or negative self-talk that others may are saying about us. So, my tips here are focus on unique qualities. 2, focus on your everyday education if you are still at school or whatever, or just self-teach yourself every day. 3, participate in a variety of sports and activities in your local area, 4, take up a new hobby or interest, regardless what it may be. That comes hand in hand with, participating in a variety of sports or activities if you're into sports. Or another one is maybe arts and crafts thing, music, whatever it may be. 5, setting and reaching your goals. Yes, many people think, setting your goals is a bad thing, but in all fairness, I believe that it can be dealt with. And that I believe that no matter what, we can achieve our goals. It's up to us. We are the, creators and authors of our lives, regardless of it all. Yes, there'll be downsides of the mistakes we make, even though we shouldn't be dwelling on them. We can always just turn around and think, okay, what can I do to make myself better? Or why did it happen and all that? But not to dwell on it for too long, maybe, just to self-reflect on yourself. And the last one is be an inspiration to others. What I mean here is, if you, like me, and want to try and be an inspiration to others by doing what I'm doing, by, the videos or blogging, whatever creativity you've got to inspire others, sort of thing, just to be a role model towards them and actually prove that, anything's possible. To end this though, building a healthy body image and positive self-esteem can be really darn hard work, believe you me. It takes time and to become confident. Believe you me, I'm still working on that, but it's getting better over time when I'm doing this every morning. Work on yourself before others, because obviously you can't, give people self-advice if you're not actually right in yourself about certain things, be it if you've got a self-confident issue or whatever it may be. As you work to improve on your body image, you will then experience self-acceptance to learn to recognise the quality, skills and talents that you have that makes you that special and unique and maybe standing up from the rest of us. So this quickly ends a short video of how to create a positive self-body positive image. Give me the like for thumbs up for support, comment below, feel free to share these videos around, feel free to follow me on my social media sites listed below, feel free to if you want to, as I said before, subscribe to my channel if you want to be on the bandwagon for listening in to some of these self-motivational kind of topics versus these general health and everything else in between that. And hopefully in saying this, I'll bring in some more fun and games along the way this year, but we don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what this will entail for this Aspie here. Feel free to also, while you're down there, turn on the notification bell so that you know when and if I'm ready to do a new video, because I try to make sure to do it on the daily, 3 times a week. It's down to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as of usually the whole day of the week, but if I have to, I will try my hardest on daily, Monday to Friday. Give myself a break, obviously, on the weekend. So I'm gonna hopefully see what I can bring out to you, regardless of it all, be it autistic related, health related, and everything else in between that. So thanks for your support, thanks for watching, guys. Do what you love what to do. Until next time, Aspie signing out, and I'll see you again soon. Ciao for now.